Rascal. Is that you? Come on out now. You hear me? Yes. Where are you? You son of a bitch. Show yourself! God damn it, rascal. You think you can hide from me? You're a disloyal, goddamn. Let's go! We promise. We look after one another. We promise. Be there for one another. I take care of you, don't I? This is the thanks I get, huh? This is how you repay me, by leaving again? Okay. All right, then. That's how you want to play it? Well, that's just how we're going to play it, but you ain't going to like it. Rascal, you ain't going to like it one bit. Because there's a penalty for leaving. There's a penalty, all right, and the penalty for that, my friend, is death. You hear me? You fleeing son of a bitch. Death. By me throwing you in that fire right over there till you're black as charcoal, yeah. And then I'm gonna eat your, pick your bones clean, and then I'm gonna wash you down with some hooch. And then it'll be me doing the pissing all over your ashes. Yeah. On the other hand, maybe I'll just stuff you. Stick your head right up on that wall there, yeah. Yeah, oh, is that what you want? Because that's what you're gonna get. You keep running off and leaving me this way. Nobody leaves me. God damn it, nobody leaves me. What about you? ginger snitch. Who's some company up there?
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean...
You ain't rascal.
What? I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bother you.
Who the hell are you?
What?
I said, who the hell are you, goddammit?
I'm nobody.
Nobody? I mean, you standing there, ain't you?
Oh.
You got to be somebody.
Man, I'm no one that you know.
Where? No shit. Where is he?
Who?
Rascal, goddammit.
Who's Rascal?
Rascal's a goddamn disloyal dog who run off. You seen him?
Sorry, sir. I'm sorry. A dog?
A dog!
No, sir.
You sure?
No, sir. I mean, I'm...
Shut up! I'll put a hole in you size of a buffalo's asshole, you hear me? Why are you here? What is your name? What the hell you rapping on my door for?
Oh, my name is Joe, sir. I got lost in the woods. I saw smoke coming from the chimney. I came here for help.
You sure don't look like no hiker.
I'm not. I got lost.
Let me ask you a question, Joe. My wife, she didn't send you out here, did she?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Your wife?
You heard me, you son of a bitch. My wife. Did she send you out here? She sent you out here to check on me?
No.
She didn't send you out here to take me away, did she?
Absolutely not.
Don't you lie to me.
I'm not.
All right, then. I suppose I'm gonna believe you.
Thank you.
For now. But you can bet your sweet little baby nuts I'm gonna give you some smoke. I find you've been lying to me. That clear?
Yeah, that's clear.
Okay, then. Come on in.
Thank you.
Have a seat right over there. Comfy?
Yes, sir. Very much so. Thank you.
You don't look comfy.
You know, for a second there, I actually thought you were gonna shoot me.
How was it?
This is a wonderful home you have here, sir. I really love everything you've done with all the dead animals.
Shut up. We ain't done yet.
We ain't?
Yeah. You still got some questions to answer.
I do?
Goddamn right you do. This ain't no Holiday Inn, son. This look like a Holiday Inn to you?
No, sir, not really.
This is my home. And you're just a stranger in it. Yeah, you goddamn right. You got some questions to answer.
Okay.
We don't get many visitors. Yeah. By we, I mean me and the rascal. Normally, it's just the two of us, except when he runs off, which he does from time to time. And when that happens, it's just me. When I'm here all by my lonesome and some stranger comes knocking on my door, well, yeah, I get a little paranoid. And so I take some extra precaution just to be safe. You can understand that now, can't you?
Yes, sir, I understand.
That's good. I'm glad you can understand it, because here's what's gonna happen. You're just gonna sit there, keep your goddamn mouth shut, and only open it if and when I ask you a question.
Okay, I'm gonna sit right here and...
What did I just say? Are you deaf? Am I not talking clear enough? You're skating on thin ice with me, boy, thin ice. What's mine is mine, and I don't know you. So, you just do like I say. Or you could end up just like her. Good. Let's start again, huh? You got lost?
Yes, sir.
You didn't come out here with no one else?
No, sir.
Well, that wasn't very smart of you, was it?
Well, in hindsight, sir, no, I guess it wasn't.
What you doing out here all by yourself?
It's kind of a long story. I'm not sure you'd believe me.
Well, I guess I'd be a bit of a hypocrite if I started throwing stones because somebody got themselves turned around. That can happen to the best of us, especially out here in these woods. And yeah, I can understand that. It's nice when you're lost and somebody can help you find your way. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Did I say you could get up?
I'm sorry, sir.
Don't you worry about keeping eyes on me, boy. Oh, look, I can appreciate your concern. Yeah, I see you just, you're sitting there, your hands on your knees, thinking, well, why is this fella so paranoid and suspicious?
Why is this fella so paranoid and suspicious? All I want is to find my way back. Is that right? Would that be fair?
Maybe. I mean, I guess so.
See, this cabin was built way off the beaten path so that whoever occupies it, which at the moment was me and Rascal, we wouldn't be bothered. In fact, it's so far off the path that, well, we ain't had a visitor in a long time. So when we do have a visitor, rare as that is, well, naturally we're curious. How'd they find it in the first place? So question number one is, how did you find it in the first place?
I don't know.
What the hell do you mean you don't know?
I mean, really, I don't know. I went off the trail I was on and got turned around. I honestly couldn't tell you. Then I saw the smoke. I mean, thank God you had your fire going.
Oh, I wouldn't thank him just yet. I ain't too convinced that what you're saying ain't a heaping pile of shit.
I'm telling you, it's the...
Question number two. How do I know you're not some goddamn psycho killer?
What?
Psycho killer, goddammit. How do I know you're not some maniac, madman on the loose?
Well, I mean, do I look like a psycho killer to you?
Hell yes, you do. I read all about them sick bastards in the papers, and all of them's librarians, or school teachers or lawyers. Ordinary-looking people, just like you. Harmless on the outside, but inside, crazy, cannibalistical. Mm-hmm. Child molested. Evil sons of bitches.
I'm not a teacher or a librarian. I swear.
I don't give a rat's ass what you swear you are or you aren't. I just want to make damn sure that you're not going to come creeping up behind me with a frying pan and bash my brains in and cook me and eat me for your supper.
I'm not gonna kill you or eat you. I promise.
You promise?
I promise.
You swear?
I swear.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
Well, because I don't eat people.
You don't?
No.
You just kill them?
Of course not. It's against the law.
That's right. It's against the law. Besides, eating people is gross.
Yes, sir.
Man's only as good as his word. Mm-hmm. You break that, you break the very thing you claim to be, a man, so you remember that.
Yes, sir.
Question number 3. And this one may be more important than the other two, so, well, don't you go getting cute with me. Joe, are you a salesman?
No,
Joe.
I'm not.
Joe.
I'm not.
Don't you lie to me now.
I'm not, I swear. I'm not selling anything.
What you got in your bag? Hey! Nice and slow.
It's just some toiletry and a first aid kit. Some trail mix. I'm not a salesman.
Give me the bag. Nothing else, huh? What's this for? Whittling a flute?
No, sir.
Or what then?
It's for protection.
Protection?
Yes, sir.
Guess who?
Well, hopefully no one.
Who? Why is it in your bag?
Because I knew I was coming out to these woods.
You've been out here before?
Yes, sir. I used to come here when I was little. Whenever I'd visit my grandfather, he used to take me out here to fly fish the Little River.
Huh. This ain't for no fly fishing, Joe.
Well, I mean, he told me you can never be too careful in these woods. That you should be ready for anything. He told me it's beautiful, but it can also be dangerous.
Well, he was right about that. There's all kind of death and beauty out here.
Oh, may I have it back, please?
Well, if it's all the same to you, Joe, I think that I'll hold on to it for the time being.
You ain't out of the woods. Yet.
Right. Right. I understand.
Where are you off to? And where's the fire?
You can keep the knife. I just feel like maybe I'd be better off if I was on my way is all.
On your way, where?
Well, I was thinking.
No, you weren't
What?
thinking. You weren't thinking at all, were you?
Actually, no. I guess I wasn't.
Why did you just try to run off?
You scare me.
I scare you?
Yes, sir.
Why is that?
I mean, you seem a little crazy is all.
Crazy? Crazy how?
I don't know, just in a general kind of a way.
Well, I learned a long time ago, never give nobody the benefit of the doubt. Why don't we do this? Why don't we just nip it in the bud? Cut right to the chase, and let's just agree that we are not going to hurt each other, huh? How's that sound? Like a plan?
Will you give me a word on that, sir?
My word? Well, what about your word? I'm the one who's offering the olive branch here, Mr. Dipshits, huh? Hey, why would I ever want to hurt you? I mean, that'd be cruel. Look at you, shit. You look like you're about to piss yourself.
That's because I am, sir.
Well, not on my floor, goddammit. You got the piss go on, you use the pissoir. Right over there. Go on, shoo, I won't watch, darling. Just follow your nose. Yeah, you found it. Good boy. You got it. That's the trouble with all you young people these days. Especially you younger men who got no fight in you, no taste for violence. Your blood don't boil like those who come before. Like me, my generation, we was brought up like ancient Greek warriors. I read about them in a book, Spartans. You know, if a Spartan baby was born lame or, retardo, mongoloid brain or something, they just toss that little bastard right off a cliff, yeah? Because they got no use for weakness. That's how we was brought up.
Oh, you wouldn't happen to have any soap by chance, would you?
Soap? That's just what I'm talking about, Joe. Yeah. See, I don't mean to offend you, but let's say that you was born a Spartan baby, and I think like, ah! You'd have got the cliff.
That's actually very offensive if you think about it, sir.
Do you even know where you are?
Somewhere in the Smokies.
Well, that somewhere is about 180,000 plus acres of rocks and trees and dark danger. And son, you sure don't look like you're no Daniel Boone. You said your granddaddy used to bring you out here to these woods?
Oh, yes, sir.
Uh-huh. So you are familiar with the woods, but you're not too familiar?
I guess so.
And you got no idea how you got here?
No, not really. It's all a little fuzzy.
Take a look. Uh-huh. Yeah, I know. When the sun sets about, say, 20 minutes from now, storm front from the south. It's gonna roll right in, it's gonna open up, and it's gonna rain all kind of hell on whatever is under it. So, since you don't know where you are or how you got here or where you're going, if I was you, I'd stay put. Now, you come here looking for help. This is the best you're gonna get. So, it's up to you.
You know these woods?
Nobody knows these woods better than me. Except maybe Rascal, and he's gone. You stay the night. Stay warm. And you head out first thing in the morning when it's safe, and then I'll point you in the right direction. I ain't gonna hurt you. You got my word on that. Do I got yours?
Yes, sir.
Well, all right then.
Are you sure I'm not imposing?
You ain't imposing. Hell, I'm being completely honest. I wouldn't mind the company. Yeah. I wouldn't mind having somebody new to talk to for a change.
Well, all right, then. Well, I'll stay here with you as long as you're sure it's no trouble.
None at all.
Thank you.
Well, don't mention it. Coffee!
Excuse me?
I got coffee. I could make us a cup. Would you like that?
Yes. Sure.
Well, all right then. Yeah. Hey, Joe. I told you. You just be glad you ain't no snake oil drummer.
So you really don't like him, do you?
Salesman? Hell no. Forked tongue. Slippery little shits. A lot of them. Can't trust them.
Why not?
Well, you can't trust the salesman, never. Because if you ain't buying what he's selling, well, he ain't eating. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They don't give a damn about you or what you need. They're just trying to make their monthly. You trust me, I know about this. Yeah. See, I had the unfortunate experience of dabbling in sales myself when I was a younger man.
Really?
Oh, yes.
What happened?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean to not make you like salesmen or being a salesman.
Well, all I know is that when I was younger, I took a job as a salesman just to try to make some extra money. You know, see, back in those days, it was tough to make ends meet, and it wasn't uncommon for fellas to hold down a few jobs. And well, in the beginning, you know, it wasn't too bad, and I didn't give 2 cents shit about what I was selling. I just wanted the do-re-mi, huh? Yeah, but after a while, it started to grate on me a little, you know, and well, I quit because I got sick and tired of deceiving people. Sick and tired of deceiving myself, if you know what I mean. I just got sick and tired of feeling like every day was just a waking nightmare, going door to door, selling people shit that they did not need and that they could not afford, just so that I could make my nut and pay the bills and keep the wife happy so she wouldn't bust my ass about not being able to buy the new goddamn toaster oven. You don't want to really hear this now, do you?
You mentioned your wife. Are you still married?
Shit. Do I look like I'm married to you?
What happened?
Sometimes the fucking you get ain't worth the fucking you receive. That's enough about her, huh? Yeah. I could tell you a funny story about a salesman, if you want to hear it.
Sure.
Okay. Once upon a time, one time, a long time ago, a fella come here. He was a Bible salesman. Goddamn Bible salesman. Can you believe that shit? Yeah. What's the fella doing hawking the good book out here in the middle of the Smoky Mountains? I mean, to who? Well, this fella's name was his name was, can't never remember his name for some reason, but, well, it don't really matter. But, yeah, oh boy, I sure do remember his stupid fat face. I remember his shit brown tie, I remember his leather briefcase, and I remember I answered the door and he sticks his arms out wide, kind of like this, and he says,
"Greetings and salutations, brother. What a glorious day it is indeed. Tell me something, sir. And please, I implore you to be honest with me.
have you accepted the Lord Jesus Christ as your personal Savior? Because if you have not,
I'd like to invite you to join me today in his warm embrace.
That's what he said. That's the first words out of his mouth.
Then what?
Well, then I'll give him a warm embrace.
Oh. Something tells me you didn't buy a Bible, did you?
No, I did not, no.
What'd you do to him?
I invited him in, just much like you, actually.
Oh, you threw a shotgun in his face?
Oh, hell no, I didn't have to do that. No, I offered him some coffee and some cake.
You have cake?
Joe, this is where the story gets real good. So I invited him in. I asked him to have a seat. Right there, exactly where you're sitting, as a matter of fact. I went into the kitchen. I poured him a cup of coffee. Brought him out a nice hunk of carrot cake. Yeah, see, that was really for Rascal, because that's his favorite, but well, I give it to the fat man instead. And then I took a seat. Right across from him. Ain't it good?
Very.
Now, he was a very pious man, this fella. Real self-righteous type, too. You know, kind of fella who follows all them rules they got. Thou shalt not take the Lord's name in vain. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Thou shalt not kill. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Anyway, he was a strong believer in all that, yeah. At least, that's how he presented himself to be. I mean, he was also a salesman. You follow? So it was hard to tell whether or not he's being genuine now. I couldn't tell you why then, and I cannot tell you why now, but for some reason on that day, I felt like I had to find out whether or not he was a true believer, or was he just completely full of shit.
How'd you do that?
I asked him a few questions.
What'd you ask him?
I started life. I said, "Sir, do you really believe that God loves you?" And he said,
Brother, I know God loves me.
"Okay," I said. "Well, if God loves you so much, how come he got you selling Bibles out here in the middle of fucking nowhere, instead of living in a mansion with $1 million and fancy women?" And he says,
Brother, the Lord has a plan for all of us. I'm exactly where he wants me to be, spreading his good word to any and all who will listen and accept his love.
So I says to him, "So you really believe that, don't you, that God put you right here, right now, because that's where he wants you to be?"
Yes, sir, I do.
I said, "Well, if that's true, that must mean that God knows you to run into me, right?" And he nodded. Yeah. And that's when I leaned in real close. And I said, "Well, what if you come to find out that I'm married?"
very dangerous. If you come to find that out, well, it must mean that God hates you, doesn't he? Because he put you in my path, didn't he? Boy, I tell you.
Ooh, he went white.
Are you?
Am I what?
Dangerous.
What do you think?
I think you hurt him.
Hell no, I didn't hurt him.
You didn't?
No, I scared him a little.
Why?
I had to get my answer, didn't I?
What answer?
Of whether he was a true believer or not.
Was he?
If he wasn't, I certainly put the fear of God into him that day. Yeah.
What'd you do to him?
Oh, you don't really want to hear that, do you?
Tell me.
Well, well, when I was in the kitchen getting him something to eat and drink, I slipped a little something into his coffee. Made him kind of sleepy.
You poisoned him.
Now, don't get riled up, Joe. I didn't poison him. That sounds kind of sinister. No, I drugged him.
You drugged him?
Yes, I did.
With what?
Well, I don't actually remember, but it must be here somewhere.
What's the difference between poisoning and drugging?
I don't know. One is sinister and the other ain't, all right?
All right, so you drugged him.
Well, just a little bit. I mean, I had to make certain that he was not a psycho killer. You know the drill. You know that I get suspicious. I told you that already.
Then what?
Well, I ain't too proud of what I did after that.
What did you do?
Well, you know, after he nodded off, well, hell, Joe, I tied him to the stove.
You tied him on the stove?
No, that would be cruel and crazy. No, I tied him to the stove.
Was it hot?
Of course it was hot.
You tied him to the front of a burning stove?
And then I took that shit brown necktie he was wearing and I tied that around his eyes like a blindfold. That's the part I'm not too proud of.
That's the part you're not too proud of?
Yep.
You, using his tie as a blindfold? Well, what about drugging him or tying him to a burning stove?
Oh, please, it wasn't that bad. It was just for a couple of hours.
A few hours?
Yep.
Why?
I didn't trust him. I wanted to ask him some questions, and I wanted him to be honest, and when you're scared, you're honest, so I scared him. Then, after that, he... Oh, God.
What?
Well, actually, he got kind of entertaining.
What do you mean?
Well, he, I don't know, maybe it was being so close to that heat for quite a while, I guess. And, but anyway, when he come to, he just started hallucinating or something. He started talking in all kind of gibberish, like he's talking in tongues or something like that. But then he proceeded to start praying and talking to the Virgin Mary, talking to the Mother of God. Oh, ooh.
What did he say?
He just kept repeating, Same thing over and over again. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
And now and at the hour of our death, now and at the hour of our death.
Pray for us sinners, pray for us, pray for us. Oh, finally stopped. Quiet. Head root. So I poke him. He wakes right up, pops right up. Holy Mother Mary, God, pray for us sinners.
Holy Mary, Mother of God,
Pray for us sinners.
pray for us sinners.
Holy Mother Mary, God, pray for us.
Now and in the hour of our
Pray for us. Pray for us. Pray for us. Pray for us. Whoa. I tell you, Joe, one of the damnedest things I ever saw.
I don't mean to sound rude, and, well, maybe I missed something. But why exactly did you do that to him again? I mean, minus the fact that you found it mildly entertaining.
Because anyone selling God is the ultimate pro, and anyone buying him is the ultimate sucker. And only a prideful, arrogant son of a bitch would think that in a world this big and shitty with all the pain and suffering that people enjoy, that there's some old man sitting up there somewhere in a cloud who gives a rat's ass about any one of us down here. There ain't. And if there was and he did, that was then, this is now, and he is long gone.
Well, what happened to the salesman?
Oh, him?
Yeah, him.
I cut him loose. I pointed him in the right direction. I sent him on his way.
That's all.
Well, I did tell him he would come out here again. He wouldn't believe it. Yeah, I'm certain he believed me. I ain't never seen him since.
Wow.
More coffee?
No. I mean, no thank you. I'm good.
Sheep dip?
Excuse me?
Hooch. Shine. Stump liquor. Alcohol. Joe, you want some alcohol?
No thank you. I'm good. I think I'll avoid all liquids if that's okay with you.
Oh, why? You think I'm gonna drug you or something?
Well, excuse me if I'm a little skeptical after the story I just heard.
Black Joe, I ain't gonna drug you. It's a long time ago that fellow was out here. Besides, I'm pretty sure I ain't got any of that. Ain't got none left. I run out my sleepy time elixir. Anyway, I told you I wasn't gonna hurt you. You remember what I said about a man keeping his word, never breaking it for nothing? You remember that, don't you?
Yes, sir.
I meant it. I ain't gonna hurt you, Joe. I have a drink with me. I insist.
All right, then.
Now you're talking, huh? Yeah. Okay, let's dig out a jar or two. Why don't you go have a seat?
Yes, sir.
You ever tried?
The moonshine?
I call this batch the mule. You know why?
Because it has a kick.
Bingo. Pick your poison.
What's it taste like?
Gasoline.
You like that?
That's why I make it. I love it, Joe. It's mother's milk to me. Told you.
You weren't kidding.
Got a kick on it. When I have a little bit of mule. I'd like to have a smoke. I want to have a smoke. I'd like to put on my smoking robe. Yeah. You care for one?
No, thank you. I don't smoke.
Oh, you don't smoke. And you don't chew, and you don't go with gals who do, huh?
Well, I just know I don't like smoking, but, I mean, please feel free.
Oh, I see. So you're giving me permission to smoke in my own home. Is that what's happening?
No, I didn't mean it to...
Relax, Joe. I'm just fooling with you. Tell me something. Where you from?
You mean, like, originally?
Yeah.
Well, originally, I'm from a small town on the Ohio River called New Albany. It's in southern Indiana, right across from Louisville. But we moved to Chattanooga when I was 8 years old and been in Tennessee ever since.
That's where you live now, Chattanooga?
No, sir. My wife and I moved to Knoxville a few years back.
What's her name, your wife?
Eugenia, but everyone calls her Jeannie.
Amy. And what does she do? She bake cakes?
Well, she's a school teacher, second grade. We moved to Knoxville a few years ago because I got a job working for her family's moving company, and she got a job at a primary school out there, so...
So, summary of your life up to this point is that you're from New Albany. You grew up in Chattanooga. You met a girl. You got married. And you moved to Knoxville, and then now you work for her family. That about the long and the short of it.
Yeah. Wow.
What?
Oh, it's nothing. You just boiled my entire life down to one sentence.
Oh, don't feel bad about that, Joe. It's the same for most people if you think about it.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
You ever get the feeling like sometimes life is conspiring against you?
Conspire? What do you mean?
Well, like it's working against you, to hurt you, to break you in some way.
Yeah. Maybe, sometimes.
I've been feeling that way a lot lately. Like there's something much larger than me out there trying to smother me, trying to extinguish me in some way, and no matter what I do or how hard I try, I just can't seem to make it go away or let up a little.
I think everybody feels that way from time to time.
Do they?
Absolutely.
Well, maybe you're right. I just never felt that way before.
Well, tell me how is it that you do feel?
It feels a little like I'm standing in wet cement, you know, and my eyes are open and I'm looking everywhere, only there's nothing else around me. There's just this nothingness, this void. And I can feel the cement hardening and tightening around my ankles and getting heavier and heavier until finally it sets and I can't move. My eyes are open and I'm looking everywhere, but there's nothing to see. And then this slow suffocation starts at my feet and moves up my legs and the back of my spine until it settles at the back of my throat and cuts all the air off. So it's like I'm paralyzed, choking and blind, and I can't do anything about it. And the whole time I'm wide awake while it's happening. That's what it feels like.
Shit, man. Sounds fucking awful. I mean, it sounds pretty heavy.
It is heavy. All of it. My whole life. I mean, my whole life I've done everything right. I went to school. I made good marks. I never got in trouble. Always had a job. I never disrespected anybody. I never broke the rules. Yes, sir. No, sir. All of it. I did everything I was told to do, everything I was supposed to do. Still, I feel this weight. I feel like it's been crushing me lately. What's that?
We need fire.
Oh.
Well, it's lit up a little anyway. I'm gonna put you to work. Come on.
It's not that bad out, but she grabbed about half a dozen loads. Attaboy. Yeah, be quick. Hey, what about your wife?
My wife? What about?
Well, have you talked to her, tell her about how you feel?
Not really.
Why not?
She's been a little distant lately.
She's been off some.
No.
Oh, distant, like distance. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, they can, you sure can get that way from time to time. Yeah. My goddamn wife, man, she could go weeks sometimes without saying a single word to me on account of she's mad about one thing or other. But
Personally, I never minded because I kind of like the peace and quiet. Still, yeah, you might want to tell her, you know, about what you're feeling. Who knows, maybe she can help. Just sit them down.
I don't think so.
Well, why not?
Well, we've been having some issues lately.
What kind of issues?
You sure you don't mind me talking to you about this?
Keep going.
Well, you know, my wife Jeannie, you know, we've known each other since we were kids. You know, we grew up together, went to school together in Chattanooga. But sometimes I feel like we come from different places. You know, mainly because she grew up with money and I grew up with nothing.
Oh. Blue blood snoot.
And then there's this other issue.
What other issue?
It's kind of embarrassing.
Look, I ain't gonna judge you, Joe.
And then, well, we've been having a hard time trying to have a baby. And it's caused some problems.
Shooting blanks, are you?
No, it's not me, okay? I'm not the one with the problem.
Okay, Joe, I'm just standing here listening, that's all.
You know, it's just she thinks it's me, but it's not. I mean, she's convinced I'm the problem. So she's been seeing some.
Some what?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I want to hear. There's some more. Oh. Tell me though, your wife.
what's she like?
She has the most beautiful red hair. And these eyes. You could get lost in them.
Well, does she appreciate you?
Well, I mean, she thinks I could do more with my life, that's for sure.
Hey, you told me, you said earlier that you're a working man, right?
Yes, sir.
And what is it that you do?
I drive a truck for my father-in-law's moving company and a couple of other odd jobs here and there to make ends meet.
Well, all right. Yeah. Whew. You getting paid? Yeah. You're making money. I mean, you're not one of those freeloading sons of bitches collecting checks from the government every month, are you?
No, sir.
Nope. Yeah, well, that's good. You can be proud. Yeah? Look, Joe, you got to look for the silver lining. You got to find that silver lining in pretty much, well, in everything. Yeah. She don't appreciate a man provides. That's on her.
I guess so.
Shit, I know so. My wife is ungrateful 6 ways to Sunday. Let me tell you, but then again, they all are in their own way, you know, women. Women. Ooh, they make a man do all sort of stupid through his lifetime. Drive you to the brink of insanity. Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, well, what happened with you and your wife? You know, I mean, well, why did it end?
It ended because she finally figured it out.
Figured what out?
How to really hurt a man. Hey, Joe, I know I asked you this already, but you really don't remember how you come to be here.
Not really.
Have you tried retracing your steps?
No.
Well, going back, start at the beginning.
Beginning?
Well, yeah, that's what I would do.
Well, I came by way of Knoxville, and I drove into Elkmont because I wanted to take a hike along the Little River. I told you I used to fly fish it when I was a boy. It's always been one of my favorite places. I mean, the truth is, I haven't been in these woods in decades.
Well, how come you come out here today?
Well, like I said, I've been dealing with some issues lately, so I guess I thought that coming back to a place that I had fond memories of where I'd been happy at one point, is where I needed to be to get my mind right. So I got off work and drove an hour south to Elkmont, and I took the trail and I started walking. Well, but then
What?
Well, when I got to Burnt Mountain, I heard something.
What did you hear?
You're gonna think I'm crazy.
What did you hear?
Well, it was, well, It was like a moan. Yes, like deep breaths I could feel building inside my head, only they were coming from somewhere else. So I started walking towards them, and that took me off the trail I was on. And as I got deeper and deeper into the woods, this moan just got louder and louder. So I ran. I ran as fast and as far as I could until everything just went black. I must have passed out or something, because when I came to, it was too late. I got all turned around. I didn't know where I was, and I couldn't find my way back. So I started walking again. And I came across this waterfall. And I came upon a clearing. And that's when I found your cabin. And the smoke coming from the chimney.
Well, that is interesting, Joe. That is very, very, very interesting.
Why?
Words. Words. Always the same goddamn words. There. Sit there.
What are you talking about?
Well, a long, long time ago, the Cherokee peoples, the Indians, they lived in these mountains, and they had a story about the Purple Lake.
The Purple Lake.
This lake was hidden deep in the Smokies. And they looked for it, but they could never find it. But they wanted to find it because they said that it had special powers, and the only one who knew how to find the lake were the animals. And the animals knew how to find the lake, but they weren't telling nobody because they wanted to keep it a secret because of this. If they got ever hurt or injured or sick, all they had to do was drink the water and they'd be healed. But anyway, I found it. I got hurt. Not like so much physical, like a busted rib or a broken leg or anything. It was more something you can't see. I was damaged, I guess. So, anyway, I thought I would come out to these mountains like when I was a boy. And if I could find that lake and maybe take a drink, that I would be healed too. But couldn't find it. Searched all over these mountains. And then one day, just out of the blue, I heard
The moan.
yeah. I followed it and I run from it. I didn't know what to do. But it got louder and louder inside of my head. I just blacked right out. And then when I woke up, you know what I saw? Her. She was looking at me with death in her eyes. And I didn't want to die. And she's circling me. And I thought I'd fight. And there was a jagged, sharp rock by my feet. And I bent down and I picked up that stone. Me and her were eyeball to eyeball. She pounced on me, and I brought my arms down and I jammed that rock right in her neck. She took me down, and we were sprawled out together, and there was blood everywhere, man. Blood all over me. And I watched as the light went out of those eyes, and the moon stopped.
You've been out here ever since?
You
All alone?
alone? No. No, I got the rascal. If I'm honest, it's the rascal that keeps me alive. He's a treacherous little shit. But he's all I got.
You got me now, too.
Ooh. Go on there, be careful. I might start to like you, Joe.
Well, we wouldn't want that now, would we?
I don't know. Why don't you, throw a little more kindling into that stove and see if I can find us something to eat. I got some canned goods back here. That sound all right?
Yes, sir.
You're a good man. You all right, Joe?
Yes, sir. I was just thinking about my wife is all.
No. What about her?
I wasn't being completely honest with you.
Ooh. Well, how's that?
We got into a pretty bad fight before I came out here.
That'll pass. Usually does. She'll come around.
I don't know about that. It didn't end well.
I wouldn't worry about it if I was you. There's only so much a fella can do in a fight with his lady. Yeah. Women can't live with them. Sure can't kill them. Hey, Joe, sure hope you like peas and rice. Ooh, ooh. Yeah.
You've been telling stories.
This Joe.
Who?
Joe, where is he?
You're losing your mind, old man. Ain't nobody been here but you and me.
But you were gone.
Had to find us food, didn't I?
happened to Joe?
Words. It's always the same goddamn words with you. Why don't you take a seat over there? You know, you seem a little confused.
But sit down! Oh, no! Until you tell me what you did to Joe. I know you did something. Now you tell me.
Yeah? I ain't telling you nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, you scared?
You're pathetic. You know that?
You tell me what you did, or so help me. I swear.
You would.
Oh.
You shoot me.
Don't make me do it.
You ain't gonna do nothing, and you know it.
No. I'll shoot.
Well, I'll tell you what. Wouldn't I help you? All you gotta do is pull the trigger.
Oh, please. Let's go.
Do it.
Don't make me.
Do it! Damn it! Same thing. Every time with you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you've been sore your whole life, you know that.
I just want to know what happened to him.
What he look like, this Joe fella? Little like you. Little like me, maybe. We go through this every time, you and me, and it's the same goddamn story.
He was here. He was. He was walking in the woods, and then he saw smoke
coming from the chimney. Yeah, I know. And it's always the same goddamn words with you.
Rascal, I am scared.
You're pathetic. And you're weak. It's no wonder she left you.
Who left?
Your wife.
My wife.
You failed her in every way, didn't you?
Did I?
Never had enough. Always tried to please her. Shit, you worked for her daddy. You even started selling Bibles with her best friend to try to make ends meet. But it wasn't you who made her happy, was it? It was you who got lost in the woods that day after you did what you did.
I didn't do nothing.
Yes, you did. And I'm getting real tired of having to remind you again and again.
You tell me what happened.
Why should I?
'Cause I want to know.
You sure?
Please, Rascal. Oh. You found the purple lake.
Hello, man.
Huh?
I'm the only one who knows where it is. Drink it.
It ain't gonna hurt me, is it?
It's gonna heal you. Drink it. Get in.
What's in there?
Get in.
Just tell me what's down there.
The truth.
this no more. I want it to stop. Please. Please. Please forgive me.
Please. Oh, Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
You're the devil one day. Forgive me.
It don't work that way. Joe.
Please.
No. Coward.
All that death.
Yeah.
And beauty.
You're looking tired, old man.
Beauty and death.
You need to rest now.
Roscoe? Is it you?
All our steps go